Good morning, Year 2. Today is Monday in week 2, and we're going to be continuing looking at pictograms, which is part of the statistics that you started last week. Now, today we're focusing on pictograms where the symbols represent 2. So rather than one symbol representing 1, you've got one symbol representing 2 things. So you're going to have to remember to count in 2s. So here we have a tally chart and a matching pictogram. And it says, does the pictogram match the data in the tally? Complete what is missing. So you need to start by checking the key. We've done that. The key, 1 square equals 2 animals. Then we're going to look at the tally lines and count up the total for each of the animals, the number of animals that there were. Okay. So if we count up the number of dogs, it's 5, 10. Right, there you go, you write 10 to show that that's how many there are in the tally. Cats, remember we're counting in 5, so 5, 10, and then this isn't 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 14. Then rabbit, 5, 10, 11, 12. Fish, 5, 10, 15, and one more makes 16. So there are our totals. Now let's see if the pictogram matches. So dogs, remember we're counting in 2s here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There were 10 dogs and there's 10 shown here, so yes, that matches. Cat, 2, 4. Well, that definitely doesn't match 14, so we need to add some more in. Counting as we go. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now let's have a look at the rabbits. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, that's not quite 12, so we need some more. So we had 8, 10, 12. Now fish. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We need to make up to 16. So that was 10, 12, 14, 16. There we go. And now our pictogram should match the information in our tally. There's a little question down the bottom that says, if a symbol represents 2, how could you show 1 on a pictogram? Well, we're definitely going to get on to that in the next question, so we will move on. So again, we've got another tally. This tally shows transport to school, and we need to use the information to complete the pictogram. So we're going to start the same way as last time. Alright, so let's count the number of people who walk to school. So we've got 5, 10, 15. The number of people who drive, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We go by bike, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scooter is 3. And bus, there's none, so that would be 0. Now this one doesn't have a title, so we're going to add the title in first. So this shows the number of people, okay, which is what the tally shows over here. So let's check. Now I'm going to actually start with the bike, because the bike is the only one that is an even number. And since I know I'm counting in 2s, I want to start with an even number. So the bike needs 8, and currently there's none there, so I need to add some squares in. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Now all the other ones are odd numbers. So I'm going to go back up to the top and look at walk. Now I'm going to count how many squares are there, what do they represent. So I'm counting in 2s, remember, because my key says 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So that means I need one more. So how are we going to show 1 on a pictogram? If the whole square equals 2 people, then for 1 person I want half a square. So the number of people missing here, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I need 1 more person. Half a square makes 15. Right, cars, I need 9. I've got 2, 4. Keep going. 6, 8, and then I need half to make 9. Scooter, I've got 2, so I just need another half. Now down the bottom it says, how do you show 0 on a pictogram? So on the tally I had nothing in the tally bar to show 0. So on the pictogram I would just leave it blank, just nothing, because there's no squares, there's nobody there who went to school by bus. Right, let's try one more. Okay, so this time we've got a lot of word problems that we need to answer based on this pictogram. So this pictogram shows which car a group of people would most like to have. And the star represents 2 people. So let's read the first question. How many people would like to have a beetle? So you need to look for beetle. You need to count up the number of stars. And remember, we are counting in twos. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 people. Now the next question is how many people would like to have a Range Rover? So Range Rover down the bottom of the pictogram. If you look, there's 2 stars, so that's 2, 4. So 4 people. The next question asks which is the most popular car. So that means which one will have the most number of people who like it. So if you look at the pictogram, you can clearly see the BMW has more stars. So the answer is BMW. And which is the least popular car? So that's the opposite. That means the fewest number of people who like it. So they only have a few stars or no stars. And that has got to be this one at the bottom because there's only 2 stars. So that's the Range Rover. The next question says, how many more people would like to have a BMW than a Mini? So first of all, you need to work out how many people want to have a BMW. If you count them up, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay. And then you need to find out how many people like to have a Mini. So that's 2, 4, 6. And because it's how many more, it'd be 14 take away 6. So that would give you your answer, which is 8. Okay, so the next question. How many people were asked all together? Now that means all of the stars in the pictogram, you have to add them all up. So we'll just do it counting in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. So 42 people were asked altogether. And finally, how many people did not want a beetle? So that would be everybody who was asked except for those people who liked beetles. So start with the 42 that we already counted up. And then we would take away those 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 people who liked beetles. And that would leave us with 32, which is the number of people who didn't want a beetle. Right. So now it's going to be your go to complete today's activities, which are very similar to the ones we've just done together, on the sheets that you will find on the website. I hope you enjoy. Remember to stay safe, and I will see you again tomorrow.